5 seconds. Start. Ladies and gentlemen, I am glad to address the fourth meeting of the India-China Media Forum, which has brought together important stakeholders and opinion makers from our two countries. At the outset, let me express my appreciation to the State Council Information Office for the excellent arrangements made for this meeting. I had a cordial meeting with Vice President Wang Qishan this morning. We discussed the evolving global situation and the larger rebalancing that reflects the rise of India and China as two large developing countries. Thereafter, I had detailed and productive discussions with Foreign Minister Wang Yi. We discussed the full gamut of issues relating to views on the international situation, regional aspects, and our very important bilateral relations. Our discussion today were especially significant as we prepare for President Xi Jinping's visit to India for the second informal summit later this year and celebrating the 70th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relations next year. The informal summit between Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping in Wuhan in April 2018 was a historic meeting that has provided positive direction to our relations. There is mutual agreement that as two of the largest and fastest growing developing countries, representing almost one-third of the global population, stable and balanced development of our relations will not only be beneficial for our two people but also a factor of stability in this uncertain global environment. Our two countries have similar goals in terms of providing better opportunities for our people. Since the Wuhan informal summit, there has been progress in overall relationship. Two countries agree that maintenance of peace and tranquility in border areas is essential for smooth development of our relations. For this, the two armed forces have enhanced communication and are implementing various confidence building measures. Our economic relationship too has seen some progress. The bilateral trade has increased, but so too has our deficit, which is a matter of some concern. We appreciate the steps taken in the last few months by the Chinese side to enhance imports from India. These efforts could expand to include measures to enable greater access for our pharmaceutical and IT products and services in the domestic Chinese market. The future of the India-China relationship will depend on mutual sensitivity to each other's core concerns. It is natural, both as neighbors and large developing economies, that there would be issues in our ties. Properly managing differences is therefore vital. As our leaders agreed in Astana, differences should not become disputes. That is how India-China relations can remain a factor of stability in an uncertain world. The positive direction of ties after the Wuhan summit has opened up a world of new convergences. Exploiting this and taking our ties to a new level will require strong public support in both societies. The media can make a major contribution to that goal. Foreign Minister Wang Yi and I have just now co-chaired the second meeting of the high-level mechanism on cultural and people-to-people exchanges. The high-level mechanism was an outcome of the consensus reached between Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping during their informal summit in Wuhan. It reflects our shared agreement that enhancing and strengthening cultural and people-to-people exchanges would contribute to overall development of our bilateral relations. In the inaugural meeting of high-level mechanism in New Delhi last year, we had jointly identified 10 areas to strengthen our cultural exchanges and people-to-people contacts. The fact that we were able to organize the second meeting of the high-level mechanism within 8 months of the first one shows that the importance that both sides attach to promoting cultural and people-to-people exchanges. In our discussion today, Foreign Minister Wang Yi and I reviewed the progress made since the last meeting. We also discussed some new proposals and ideas to further support such exchanges. As a result, we have also agreed to organize 100 activities to further strengthen our people-to-people ties. We will also be jointly inaugurating a film week later this evening, marking a commencement of these activities. In the coming months, we would be organizing several other events in areas like museum management, education, think tank forum and cooperation in the areas of films and broadcasting, reflecting the wide range of our cultural and people-to-people exchanges. Some suggestions were made by the Chinese side to expand Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, and we are deeply appreciative of these initiatives. The success of this mechanism can also be gauged from the fact that we have just now concluded 4 MOUs. Separately, our two foreign ministries have also agreed on a plan of action for bilateral engagements for the year 2020. Thanks for watching the video, and if you want to check your dictation, the dictation matter link is given in the description, and if you like the video, please do share, like and subscribe.